Hi, my name is Damian Keyes, and over the next 30 days, I have decided to embark on a challenge. Over the next 30 days, I will be Skyping 30 bands individually, then compiling all of the footage with my editor Morgan and showing you what I've learned. What's up guys, I'm about to embark on a new 30-day challenge and one I would love to get you involved with. I'm about to Skype 30 bands in the next 30 days. So if you have a problem that you want to discuss, then I feel like this is going to be a really great opportunity for us to hook up and make something great. Now if this sounds like something you want to get involved with, all you've got to do is email beth@damiankeyes.com with the title 30 Bands 30-Day Challenge. So thanks for watching. Let's get cracking.
We've had 532 emails from bands.
Are you joking?
No.
Oh my god.
So now I need to reply to all these people. I didn't even realise he was that popular.
How are the emails coming along?
It's taking a long time.
Hi.
Hey there. Hello. Hi. Hi, Dave. Hello. Hey. How are you?
Hey!
You see, he's all right.
Hey, man.
Hey!
Hey. Hey.
Good day!
How's it going, dude?
Hey, how's it all going? So I Skyped 30 bands in 30 days. I wondered what problems musicians are facing around the world, how much value could I bring to artists and bands in different continents, and what could I learn from different musical cultures. And wow, did I learn a lot. According to Next Big Sound, 91% of all bands and artists are undiscovered. Live music revenue is at $11 billion in the US alone. And yet 15% of artists only sell one album per year. So how can we close the gap and take control in order to build and monetize? As my YouTube's grown, I've started to get offered paid opportunities as an influencer, as well as many live performance gigs around the world. But is it possible for you to build a fan base for your music wherever you are in the world? Here's what I learned. I got over 500 emails in the first 12 hours, but the standard of emails really varied. As someone who failed school twice, I'm no grammar expert, but I do know that first impressions really count. I saw a classic musician's trait, being asked to do one simple thing and yet doing something completely different that they fancy doing. Long emails, short emails, I got loads of spelling and grammatical errors, including spelling my name wrong, slightly awkward. I also got no socials in quite a lot of emails. Some people just sent messages to my Instagram, others just fancy DMing me on Facebook. It was just a free-for-all. And ironically enough, the worst offenders, especially in grammar and English, weren't from non-English speaking countries. It was from the UK and America. Let me ask you a question. What would you say is the legacy that you want to be remembered by over the years? What's your legacy?
Good question. I think my legacy is one, I just want to let people know, I just want to be authentic. I don't want there to be any friction between who I say I am and what the music says I am. Like, authenticity is so important to me, and I think I want people to like remember me as being vulnerable and being open and being interested in people, love and affirmation and self-worth. So a lot of that is important to me. Minimizing the distance between like the listener and me, that's a big legacy for me. Like, man, she got down to our level. She really opened herself up to us. That's important to me because that's what I look for in like some of the artists that I really admire.
That's really interesting, because the reason why I ask is because I was looking through your stuff, and there you have on your website, you have one sentence or one phrase which I think sums up when I was looking through your stuff, and that is, it just says, I scroll down and it says, "Want more?" ? And I was thinking, yes, that's the bit. I want more. Because I feel like what's happening at the moment is I feel like I'm joining your story halfway through, but what I'm actually getting is I'm getting the trailers, and I don't feel like I'm getting the film. When the Skype started, I was blown away by some of the amazing stories from musicians all over the world. Stories of being a musician in a war-torn country, or a classical Japanese-influenced based musician in a band in Moscow. Even the reality of what it's like being a musician in New York City.
Now you're in San Diego?
Yeah.
Okay, so for you guys, that's your story. And let's just say San Diego, you know, everyone goes, oh, it's beautiful, it's sunny and stuff. But you have to think about it from my point of view. I'm in Brighton. Like, you just walked out and I just saw outside and I was like, oh, ooh, show me, that looks really, really cool. For you guys, it's every single day. But for me, it's not. I want to be taken into your world. You live in probably the coolest place in the world. Like, you live in California. Like,
I want to live where you live.
Yeah,
I want to go to Europe.
Everyone's like, that's so cool. But, you know, I had a friend the other day who was just like, oh, it's different for me. I just live in Nashville. And I was like, fuck you. You live in Nashville. That's so cool.
I know.
And yesterday I was doing a Skype with this guy in Lithuania. And he was going, oh, there's nothing around here. It's crap. And I was like, yeah, but I kind of weirdly want to know what it looks like. Because I'm interested. And he was like, oh, it's a bit war-torn. And I'm like, cool.
Yeah, super interesting.
So, you know, I want there to be that. I want to be taken on your journey. I want to know that not just the music. I want to know, what's it like being a band who are from different parts of the US, who've got together, who live in a sunny place. How often do you get together? Where do you practice? You know, every so often, like, you know, even though they're like 1 million years old, like, there'll be something on the Metallica page and they're just rehearsing. And I'm like, I wonder what a Metallica rehearsal looks like. Are they going to like attack each other, or are they going to turn up? Like, what songs are they going to play? You know,
throwing sticks at each other.
Yeah, exactly. And so I want to see those things. You know, I want the story. You know, I want to know. I want to be a part of your ride, is what I want to be. I don't just want the songs. I want to be a part of your ride.
But while Skype after Skype, I was blown away by inspirational stories from inspirational musicians from all over the world, I wasn't seeing it. It was all new information to me, and I had to get on one-to-one Skype calls to actually find out what was driving these bands and artists. So I just had my first Skype with the most amazing DJ called Knowledge, who is from Canada, but lived for a long, long time in Vegas and now lives in Norway, constantly touring with massive artists. Recently he's been touring with Ariana Grande, toured with the Backstreet Boys, Mariah Carey. I mean, this dude has been touring with some of the biggest artists ever. And then he's moved from Vegas, which is crazy, to a village, a fishing village in Norway, and now is looking, obviously having to commute and looking for new challenges as opposed to the way he was living in Norway. I mean, this guy could write a book on what he's done so far. Absolutely amazing. So if the rest of them are this good, I am in for a treat. By halfway through, I was getting a question thrown at me most days, and that was, am I doing okay? Am I doing this right? The issue is musicians don't have measurable targets, so they end up guessing, looking for some kind of acceptance. So I did a Skype with a 5-piece female-fronted band called The Wild and Free, which I was really looking forward to because I'm a big fan of these guys in the way that they are just amazing with how much content they're putting out. Their standards are so high, and it's so difficult to be able to put out this many songs, this many videos without any excuses whatsoever, and just keep hitting it again and again and again. Which is why they turned their attention to YouTube and they are smashing it. They've literally getting hundreds of subscribers every couple of weeks purely because they're focusing on the right things, which is making high quality content to look after their audience. And I just think these guys are going to smash it. I think they're going to build and build and build. And because of the way they look after their audience, I just know that long term their audience is 100% going to look after them. Do you feel it's difficult to gauge your progress, and so therefore you're using social media numbers to show you? Have you thought about finding a mentor to discuss these highs and lows, and at the same time organize what you're trying to achieve into some kind of actionable to-do list? Nice one, dude. See you later. That was awesome.
Yeah?
So get this. Just did a Skype with a guy called John Moorhead. He lives in Canada. And he tweeted, there's a big band in Canada called Arkells, and they're like notorious for like looking after their fan base. And you know, I'm always talking about like bringing value and creating legacy and stuff. This is literally firsthand. So he tweeted Arkells when they were coming to Canada, they were going to his hometown. Yeah. And he basically played some guitar on one of their tracks and tweeted them and just went like almost like a bit of a joke. If you need some extra guitar, and they tweeted him straight back and just said, basically, bring your guitar tonight. You're coming on stage. And then he went to the gig and they got him up on stage in front of about 3,000, 4,000 people, and he literally performed to their crowd with them. And like, what's amazing about that is, what's really, really clever is they do that all the time. They have built their audience around legacy. So not only are they looking after him, but they're looking after all of his friends, all of his family, because he's going to tell the world. Plus, at the same point, they're also looking after their audience there, because when you're in the crowd, you're like, oh, that's so cool. This guy gets to go on stage. And if you think about it, what did they lose from doing it? Like, what did it cost? Nothing. It literally was just a bit of hassle. It was like a bit of time out of their day. And they've created legacy because he's now a fan for life, as are his friends and family. I'm now talking about it. It's such a simple idea and a simple concept, but totally created legacy. And he is amazing. Like he is such a great artist and a great singer-songwriter. I'm just loving this Skype challenge. I think this is the best thing we've ever done. So I'm coming to the end of my 30-day challenge, and my mind is racing with ideas for content I've got coming up over the next couple of weeks and months. Hopefully I brought some ideas and strategies, or maybe just support some absolutely inspirational musicians that I've met from all over the world. But I feel like I was the real winner because I have had such a great insight to being a musician in different parts of the world. The biggest thing I have learned from this 30-day challenge is that it's a small world, and whether you live in Manhattan or whether you live in Lithuania, it's only the small problems that you need to overcome. As for building an audience or a fan base, we are all in exactly the same boat. How you tell your story and build your fan base in order to perform, whether that being in your city or down the camera lens. So my question to you is this: are you telling your amazing story well enough? And are you bringing enough value to make fans out of audience members? So thanks to everybody who took part, also everyone who applied, and you guys for watching. And if you didn't actually make it into this challenge, I can promise I've got plenty of challenges coming up over the next couple of months, and I plan on getting as many of you guys involved as possible. So thanks for watching. If you can do me a favor, like, subscribe, more importantly, come and be a part of this community and leave a comment down below so I can get in touch with you. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.